There comes a moment in every human life when the soul quietly asks a question the world cannot answer. If I lose everything, who am I? And another question follows closely behind it. If I gain everything, what do I become? Most people spend their entire lives chasing wealth, status, and comfort. They believe riches will finally complete them. Others suffer in silence because they have little money and feel invisible in the eyes of society. But spirituality teaches something deeper. Poverty and wealth are not the true measure of a human being. The condition of your soul matters more than the condition of your pocket. A poor man may carry heaven inside his heart. A rich man may carry emptiness behind his smile. Money changes circumstances. Spirit changes identity. The world teaches you to ask, how much do you own? But the soul asks, how much light do you carry? If you are poor, the world may ignore you. People may walk past your pain without seeing it. You may struggle while others enjoy comfort. You may wonder why life feels unfair. You may pray at night with tears in your eyes, while others celebrate in luxury. But poverty does not define your worth. Your bank balance cannot measure the value of your spirit. Some of the strongest souls are born in difficult conditions, because hardship awakens spiritual depth. When life removes comfort, the soul begins searching for truth. Pain often becomes the doorway to wisdom. A person who has suffered understands compassion differently. A person who has cried understands humanity differently. A person who has survived darkness understands light differently. Spirituality teaches that poverty is not always punishment. Sometimes it is preparation. Sometimes God removes distractions so a soul can discover its real strength. When you have little, you learn gratitude for small things. You learn the beauty of a warm meal. You learn the power of kindness. You learn how valuable peace truly is. The rich often forget these things because abundance can create illusion. Too much comfort can make the soul sleep. Too much luxury can make people believe they no longer need God, purpose, or humility. But spiritual truth says, everything in this world is temporary. Money comes, money goes. Fame rises, fame disappears. Beauty fades, power changes hands. But the soul continues beyond all material things. So if you are poor, who are you? You are not your struggle. You are not your broken shoes. You are not your unpaid bills. You are not the judgment of society. You are a soul learning strength through fire. You are a human being carrying invisible battles that many wealthy people could never survive. Some people are financially rich, but spiritually weak. They panic when comfort disappears because they built their identity on possessions instead of purpose. A spiritually awakened poor person may sleep peacefully with nothing. A spiritually empty rich person may sleep anxiously with everything. This is why inner peace is the greatest wealth on earth. The world celebrates external success, but heaven sees internal character. Many of the greatest spiritual teachers in history lived simple lives. They walked among ordinary people. They understood suffering. They valued truth more than luxury. They knew the human heart matters more than gold. Because gold cannot heal loneliness, money cannot buy peace, luxury cannot silence fear, and success cannot replace purpose. A rich house with an empty soul still feels cold, but a small room filled with love becomes sacred. If you are poor, do not hate yourself. Do not believe society's cruel lie that money equals value. Some of the kindest people have very little. Some of the purest hearts belong to those who struggle quietly. Your struggle may actually be shaping your spirit into something powerful. Diamonds are formed under pressure. Stars shine in darkness, and souls grow through hardship. The pain you carry today may become wisdom tomorrow. But now let us ask the second question. If you are rich, how are you? Not what do you own, not how expensive is your car, not how famous are you, but how are you truly? Are you peaceful? Are you grateful? Are you kind? Are you spiritually alive? Because wealth reveals character. Money itself is not evil. Wealth can help people. Riches can create opportunities. A wealthy person with a compassionate heart can change many lives. Spirituality does not teach hatred toward money. It teaches balance. The danger begins when money becomes identity. When people worship wealth, they slowly lose themselves. They begin comparing their lives constantly. They fear losing status. They chase more and more, but never feel complete. A soul addicted to material things becomes thirsty forever. That is why many rich people remain unhappy. They achieved what society promised would bring fulfillment, yet emptiness still follows them. Because the soul cannot be fed with money alone. The soul needs meaning, connection, love, truth, faith, purpose. Without these things, even luxury becomes exhausting. Some wealthy people live in beautiful houses, but feel emotionally broken inside. They smile in public and cry in private. They surround themselves with entertainment because silence forces them to face their emptiness. Spirituality reminds us that external success means nothing if the inner self is collapsing. So if you are rich, ask yourself, do you use your blessings to help others? Do you stay humble? Do you remember where you came from? Do you respect people who have less than you? Because true richness is not measured by how much you keep. It is measured by how much goodness flows through you. A selfish rich person becomes spiritually poor. A generous poor person becomes spiritually rich. This is one of life's greatest paradoxes. Some people own everything, except peace. Others own very little, yet radiate joy. Why? Because joy comes from alignment with the soul, not attachment to possessions. The universe constantly reminds us that life is temporary. One day, every human being leaves this earth with empty hands. No one takes money into eternity. No one carries luxury beyond death. In the end, what remains? Your actions, your love, your energy, your impact on others. The soul remembers these things. A person who spent life helping others becomes spiritually abundant. A person who spent life hurting others becomes spiritually empty, regardless of wealth. This is why humility is sacred. A humble rich person shines brighter than gold. A humble poor person shines brighter than pain. Humility keeps the soul alive. The ego says, I am better because I have more. But spirituality says, you are equal because every soul is created from the same divine source. The rich and poor both cry, both feel fear, both experience loss. Both search for meaning. At the deepest level, all humans are spiritually connected. The illusion of superiority separates people. Wisdom reunites them. Sometimes poverty teaches lessons wealth never can, and sometimes wealth tests the soul more dangerously than suffering. A poor person may lose hope. A rich person may lose humility. Both must awaken spiritually. If you are poor, do not let hardship destroy your faith. And if you are rich, do not let success destroy your humanity. Because life is not a competition of possessions. It is a journey of consciousness. The soul grows through awareness. Some people become bitter after suffering. Others become wise. Some people become arrogant after success. Others become generous. Your condition does not define your destiny. Your response does. When darkness enters your life, you discover your inner strength. When abundance enters your life, you discover your true character. This is why spiritual growth matters more than material status. A spiritually awake person understands, I am not my money. I am not my suffering. I am something deeper. The deepest identity is not financial. It is spiritual. You are a soul having a human experience. You came into this world with nothing. You will leave with nothing. So what truly matters is what happens between those two moments. Did you love? Did you grow? Did you help others? Did you remain kind in a cruel world? Did you stay humble during success? Did you stay faithful during struggle? These are the real questions. The poor person who keeps compassion despite pain is spiritually powerful. The rich person who stays humble despite success is spiritually powerful. Both paths require wisdom. Never mock someone for being poor. You do not know their story. Some people are fighting battles silently every day. Their survival itself is strength. And never envy someone simply because they are rich. You do not know their emptiness. Some people are surrounded by luxury, but trapped in loneliness. The soul sees beyond appearances. A peaceful heart is greater than a wealthy lifestyle. A pure conscience is greater than fame, and inner freedom is greater than temporary success. This world constantly distracts people from spiritual truth. Social media teaches comparison. Society teaches material obsession. But spirituality calls the soul back to simplicity. Slow down, look within, remember who you are. If you lose money, you are still valuable. If you gain money, stay grounded. Because your true identity is deeper than success or failure. You are consciousness. You are energy. You are spirit. The universe does not measure your worth by your income. It measures the frequency of your heart. Do you spread darkness or light? Ego or compassion? That is the real wealth of a human being. There are poor people who feed strangers despite having little. And there are rich people who cannot share despite having abundance. Who is truly richer? The answer is spiritual, not financial. A giving heart is wealth. A peaceful mind is wealth. A grateful soul is wealth. Many people wait to become rich before they feel worthy. But worthiness was never connected to money. A child is valuable before understanding wealth. A soul is valuable before achieving success. Existence itself carries divine value. Never forget this. You are not behind in life because you struggle financially. And you are not superior because you possess more than others. Everything is temporary. The seasons change, people change, fortunes change. But spiritual truth remains eternal. So if you are poor, remember, your hardship may be building unshakable strength within you. And if you are rich, remember, your blessings are a responsibility, not a crown. The highest level of wealth is wisdom. The highest level of success is peace. And the highest level of power is self-control. A person who controls their ego is stronger than a person who controls nations. Because inner victory is harder than outer victory. The spiritual journey teaches balance. Work hard, but do not worship money. Dream big, but stay humble. Achieve success, but protect your soul. Never allow the world to make your heart cold. The poor need hope. The rich need humility. And all humans need spiritual awakening. At the end of life, nobody asks, how expensive was your watch? The deeper question becomes, how deeply did you live? Did you appreciate sunsets? Did you forgive people? Did you comfort someone in pain? Did you become light in someone's darkness? These moments carry eternal value. One act of kindness can outweigh years of selfish success. Spirituality reminds humanity that love is the true currency of existence. Money can buy attention, but love creates connection. Money can build houses, but love creates homes. Money can attract people, but only truth keeps them. This is why many spiritually awakened people stop chasing validation from the world. They realize external approval is temporary. Inner alignment matters more. When your soul is aligned, even simple life feels beautiful. A cup of tea feels peaceful. Silence feels healing. Nature feels alive. Prayer feels powerful. But when the soul is disconnected, even luxury feels empty. So do not ask only, how rich am I? Ask, how alive is my spirit? That answer will reveal your true condition. The world may divide humans into rich and poor, but spirituality divides humans differently. Awake or asleep, compassionate or selfish, grateful or arrogant, loving or fearful. These are the real categories of life. A poor person with faith may become emotionally unstoppable. A rich person without peace may remain spiritually lost. So never judge yourself by society's standards alone. Your soul has a purpose greater than material comparison. Sometimes your pain is preparing you to inspire others. Sometimes your struggle is creating wisdom that comfort never could. Trust the process of growth. Every difficulty teaches something. Every season changes something. Every challenge reveals something. Life is not happening against you. It is shaping you. And perhaps the deepest spiritual truth is this: whether poor or rich, every human being is searching for the same thing: peace. Not temporary excitement, not fake validation, not endless possessions. Real peace. And peace comes when the soul reconnects with truth. Truth that says you are more than your financial situation. You are more than your social status. You are more than your success or failure. You are a spiritual being capable of love, wisdom, growth, and transformation. So if you are poor, stand tall. And if you are rich, stay humble. Because in the end, the soul matters more than the wallet. And the people who truly understand life are not always the richest people. They are the people who learned how to keep light inside their hearts, no matter what life gave them.